Hello. So I just had a little light bulb moment and I wanted to share it with you because I thought it was really important for me to really be showing you where I am doing the work, right? Where I'm doing the inner stuff, where I'm having my light bulb moments and realizations, and how they can support you as well. So this is about energetic income levels. Now, your energetic income level is something that I learned about in Denise Duffield Thomas's Lucky Bitch Bootcamp a couple of years ago. And it was made such a shift in my mindset about what is my energetic income level. So what your energetic income level is like the cap that you put on yourself. How much am I allowed to earn before the stories kick in of I'm not allowed that, I'm not worthy of that, I'm not deserving, I can't earn more than my parents, I can't do this, I can't do that. If I earn this, then I'll be happy. All of those things. We all have like a cap or a limit that we kind of unconsciously stay beneath. So, a couple of years ago, when I learned about the energetic income level, I was like, wow, my energetic income level, so this must have been 3 years ago, I was allowed to earn, and I was earning exactly to the penny the amount of money I had been earning at my previous corporate job. I did my accounts for the year and it came up as exactly, genuinely to the pound and penny, as what I had earned in my corporate job. So naturally, I think I was in my second year in business then. So I was delighted because actually at that point, my story was, as long as I can earn the same as I was earning in my job, then this is a legit business. Then I am the real deal, Then I'm not pretending that I'm doing this job. This is real life. Like this, I'm making my own money and this is happening. So that was my story. So I felt very much like if I can earn exactly the same as what I was earning in my corporate job, I've made it. I'm sorted and that feels good. Naturally, then, I wanted to move above that. So I wanted to move things ahead of that. And I wanted to grow more the following year. So I was doing lots of work on my energetic income level in terms of allowing myself to increase it. And when I thought about and felt into increasing, what would that look like on an annual basis, for example, it would throw up my limiting beliefs, my doubts, my fears, my worries, and I would be looking through them and I'd be doing EFT on them, tapping through my limits and my doubts so that I could really be growing my energetic income level. This is absolutely something we will be diving into in the juiciest way on the retreat, is really looking at where your money and where your level is sitting, and also applying EFT and tapping, emotional freedom technique, to what you want to break through. So whether that is specifically thoughts and limits around money, or if it is the general thoughts and limits in terms of your confidence or in your visibility, EFT is such a powerful tool, and I'm going to be supporting you with that on the retreat, and I'm so excited. So where was I? Yeah, so I'm tapping. So I grew my expansion, and I think I don't know, added an extra 10 to 12 grand on my following years, whatever. The figures are not essential at this point. So then the following year, and this is the thing that I've just had like the light bulb moment on, of like, bloody hell. So last year, or rather the year before last, I doubled my my income. And like that was, amazing. I was absolutely delighted. And I mean, I doubled it from where I was like at in the first and second year, meeting what I was earning in my corporate job. I doubled that in my third year. And like knowing that this took me 2 years in which to do that, of daily working, activating. This isn't just like it just wasn't a quick leap for me. So yeah, so I've done that. I doubled that, right? And that was, I worked bloody hard in order to do that, because my next story was, you've got to work hard if you want to double your money. If you are working your corporate job and that's equal to what it was, then in order to double that, you're going to have to work double the time. That was the story that I was running on then. So then I went and looked at my accounts, and I had doubled it, but I was bloody exhausted. And this was when burnout ensued. This was the year that I was just flat out, and I was like, if this is what it means to make more money, I'm out. I am not doing it. This was the real catalyst in my business where I was like, there's got to be a different way. And this was when I was flat out for 2 to 3 months, just like, can't do this. This is too much. I massively burnt myself out. So then last year was absolutely about scaling things back while still growing the business. And actually my goal for last year was to earn that, to still be matching that doubled income. So it wasn't as much as I thought it was about growing the income. It wasn't. When I got really clear on it, it wasn't about growing it. I just couldn't think about growing it again. I had to sustain it. What I really wanted to do was to maintain the same level of income and actually halve and reduce the time I was spending. I wanted to prove to myself I could still earn that amount of money at a low, like a chilled pace, just like chilling, stripping it back. So this is where I did all of the tweaking. I was working with a coach. I was on it with my mindset and just really stripping things back. I went to Bali and to Spain and spent 4 months by the sea. Like, it forced me to chill out. It forced me to relax. And I came in at the end of the year to the penny and pound on what I'd earned the year before, but with absolutely half, if not a quarter, of the amount of work put in. And it was such just the most beautiful, just so good, like such a great, amazing feeling to feel that and to enjoy that. Now, that is like that, that's great. And I was so proud of myself. And that was absolutely the change that it took for me to move into knowing there is an easier way. There is a way of increasing or maintaining an income that feels so good to you and reducing the amount of time you're spending in your business. You don't have to be working hard, as in like flat out exhausted. It's just not the way, which is what I share with clients. However, I have just had a little light bulb moment, and as I was looking at my figures, and I was like, hold on a cotton picking minute. Checked my finances, and my expenses for the last year brought me back down to the money, the actual profit. My profit now is that energetic income level of what it was when I worked in my corporate job. So yes, I've doubled my income. Yes, I've doubled my profit. But the amount that I've spent has meant that the profit is the same as what my income was. Like, it's still that number to the penny and pound. I've just worked it out. I just had a moment of like, wait a minute, as I was paying my accounts and just finalizing everything up for the year, worked out on a calculator like my income minus my expenses, exact same figure as it was in that year, in terms of what is of course now my profit, but it's the same figure. And yes, great, it's great that my profit is now the figure that my income once was. However, we're not in those specifics. What is really important to note is that it is the exact same figure to the penny and pound. Now, there is no way that is a coincidence. It just isn't. So I now know that I have got some work to do internally on my mind, and to be exploring through tapping, through self-coaching, journaling, NLP, EFT. I'll throw all the things at it, as I do with everything. I have now got some internal work to do to go, okay, so what is the energetic level that's still going on around, how much I'm allowed to keep and take home? So yeah, I just really wanted to share this because it was just, as you can probably tell, I'm like in it, just had that ping of bloody hell, it's to the penny and pound. That is no coincidence, and I have to share this. And this is just one of those examples, validations, confirmations for me again and again that what is going on the inside, there's so much going on with us unconsciously that we do not know about and cannot address until we bring it to our awareness, until we bring it to the forefront and go, wow, what is going on here? And then we can look through it consciously and work with your unconscious mind to go, okay, what are the blockers here and what needs to happen, what needs to be let go of, what needs to be worked through and released. So yes, so exciting. I bloody love it. It's just amazing. Okay, so that should, amazing. If you have any questions about this, I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Anything that you've noticed. And what I would really invite you to do is to be really looking at what is your income, what are you earning, what are you making, whether that's annually, monthly, and are there any patterns to perhaps what you were working at in a previous job, what your parents may earn? Just have a look, and is it, notice what similarities there are with money that you've earned before, how much you've earned before, what your income has been before, what other people around you might earn, and just notice what that looks like. There are no right and wrong answers. Just really notice for yourself what is going on there and see what insights you might find within those finances and those figures, because we're getting signs all the time of where our blockers and limits might be. And it's just a really super cool way to start bringing those to the surface so we can work them through. So very cool stuff. So this is absolutely the kind of work we're going to be diving into at the retreat in France at the end of September. We do some deep and immersive work on mindset, confidence, on money specifically, in terms of your energetic levels of that and how much you are holding and all of these cool juicy stuff, and really applying EFT specifically to these points because it's super powerful. So if you'd like to join us, the doors are open and the early bird tickets are available now and won't be available for very long. So if you have any questions at all, if you want to know if it will work for you, if you want to know if it's for you, please just reach out, just drop me a message. I am here to answer any questions that you have. And yeah, exciting. I hope this is helpful. Let me know. Mwah! Lots of love.